injured here. 2v2 Medean Cliff Mines, blue team. It's Lag as a Commissar Lord, good offense and support, fights in melee combat, and he's pink. Well done, Lag, you've won the Fail Award for today very quickly. Phantom Land alongside is an Apothecary support commander that fights in melee combat. By default starts off with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Red team, Adila is a Hive Tyrant, durable commander that walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Starts off in melee, very good offense and support. Adila often goes random, but I'm not sure if he did for this game. Forsaken rounds us off as a Force commander, very versatile, fights in melee combat, great offense and can tank, disrupt and support with buffs as well. Classic Medean Cliff Mines, VPs run north to south, natural for blue in the south, natural for red in the north. Looks like it's kicking off mid though. Tactical Marines with their Kraken bolts putting fire on that Sentinel Commissar Lord. Looks like it will finish this cap. Force commander in amongst the Tactical Marines of Phantom Land, getting a special attack. Now going at them with his chainsword, but a special attack from the Apothecary knocks him back, and he's going to have to run away. Commissar Lord joining in at the end there. 481 500. Sentinel is a tier 1 vehicle that can decap points but cannot cap them. Can get the ground pound upgrade to disrupt troops trying to tear apart guardsmen. We're not seeing any more guardsmen from Lag, so he's probably going heavy generators, yes, and then into some capuchins or some spotters, or perhaps even both. Hive Tyrant chasing around the Sentinel here. Not the most mobile commander ever, though he can get a charge with his extended carapace war gear. Apothecary is all the way over here for some reason. Can't heal the Sentinel, of course, because it's a vehicle, but he's going up against the Hive Tyrant. Hive Tyrant is the most durable commander in the game by default with 1080 hit points. The war boss can get a lot tougher though with his heavy armor. Guardsmen repairing the Sentinel have their sergeants, takes them up to 9 models, allows them to reinforce 2 at a time, and Hormagaunts might wipe here. They do retreat just in time. Phantom Land has his Tactical Marines here as well. That's a strong double then on Adila, and the Hormagaunts just about get away with 2 models. 1 model should be fine, 25 hit points. Double Hormagaunts opening from Adila, not what you usually see, and Lag is responding with a heavy weapon squad, not capuchins or spotters. Might see capuchins as well, since they can counter melee squads quite nicely. Hive Tyrant needs a special attack and then needs to run. No, he wants to take down the Apothecary here. No, doesn't take him down. How many hit points does he have? None, he goes down afterwards. What the heck? That was weird. Oh, the Termagants did it. Gonna say 462 500, and the Hive Tyrant got away. Beautifully judged engagement by Adila. Tactical Marines capping mid. These guys cap 50% faster than normal, and they take the mid VP. 448 500. There is the double. Blue team need their natural back, and the Commissar Lord revives the Apothecary, but it did not level him. It does give you a whole bunch of XP, I think 250, but didn't quite level him up because he didn't have any experience before. Assault Marines on the field for Phantom Land and for Forsaken. Apothecary will be able to support them with heals. Force Commander can support them with his battle cry damage buff. Jumping into the double Hormagaunts with Adrenal Glands is going to be dangerous for Assault Marines. Getting so many attacks in with 8 models. Heavy Weapon Squad pushing up for Lag. Nice aggressive usage, but a bit too aggressive. It's overextended. There's a stomp though, and it was able to briefly set up there, but Hormagaunts staying in. Now going after the Sentinel, knowing that its stomp is on cooldown. Termagants trying to finish it off. These guys have their toxin sacks, but the Sentinel does get away. Shotgun scouts with the blast, and now the Hive Tyrant is all alone, but Forsaken is here to support, has some Flamer Tactical Marines using their Kraken bolts on the scouts, which is a mistake. Kraken bolt should be used on heavy infantry only. Assault Marines jumping the heavy weapon squad, but they're going to eat a stomp. Sentinel very low. Tactical Marines were not quite lively enough though to finish it off there. 401 477. Commissar Lord. Shield goes down. There we go. Now we'll regenerate energy slowly. Force Commander going after the Apothecary, and he's forced off. Looks like red team are going to take mid back. What's this? It's Tactical Marines with a Flamer burning down generators. Might be able to wipe that whole thing out before red team can get up there. But they're going to do the same thing to blue's power, it looks like. Tactical Marines alongside the Force Commander and the Hive Tyrant. Something's coming up to defend. It's Assault Marines. But the Tactical Marines choose to decap instead. That's a mistake, I think. Should have took out more generators. Those Assault Marines will now just recap it and repurchase the node for 125. Could have taken out all 3 generators, costing 425 rec to replace all of it. And Phantom Land has completely forgotten about his Tactical Marines. Here come double Hormagaunts in retreat path. He might lose the entire squad. He is going to lose the entire squad. That is painful. And Assault Marines retreat. They should have capped. Hormagaunts need to turn around and cap or something. Looks like Adila assumed that the Assault Marines were going to do that. Sentinel is getting repairs. Huge loss for Phantom Land in tier 1. And he goes tier 2 now. 375, 467, 2-to-1 cap for red. Adila already has a Zone Throat on the way. Commissar Lord takes over the decap of mid. Double Hormagaunts just hanging around to see what's going on. Gives some line of sight to red team. Submarines jumping in though. And double Hormagaunts retreat. Tactical Marines with a Sergeant for Forsaken, and he's going straight for some Stern Guard. Zone Throat is on the field for Adila. Artillery unit that doesn't need to set up and doesn't do friendly fire. Also emits a health regeneration aura synapse, much like the Apothecary does. Hive Tyrant is going for the bonded exoskeleton. Will give him the invulnerability ability, which not surprisingly makes him invulnerable for I think 6 seconds now. It might be 8 or 9. I just don't know. Zone Throat, this shield up, but it's not going to last long under shotgun fire. Gets a shot off though on those scouts, and Adila judged it reasonably well. Gets away with his Zone Throat. Here comes Stern Guard veterans. First company Tactical Marines that can change their ammo type to combat all targets. At the moment they have Hellfire rounds loaded in. You can tell by that skull. Kind of acidic rounds that do damage over time to light infantry and commanders. That is some devastating friendly fire from that plasma cannon. What the heck, we have some heretics up here. 365, 431. Sentinel is still going. No sign of the missile launch here. I don't think it'll be a huge benefit with double Hormagaunts since the frag missiles are so slow. Ogrins though are up. Line break unit for Imperial Guard have super heavy infantry armor. The only tier 2 unit that has that, unless you count the tier 1 Rhino for the Grey Knights, only infantry that has it in a way. Have heavy melee damage as well, so they can rip apart vehicles, but lost quite a lot of health there to those crushing claws. And again Adila judges the engagement very well, gets away with his Hive Tyrant, and now lag hitting gens. Ogren's pretty good at hitting gens, as you can see. 348, 430. What's going on mid? Apothecary has an United Power Axe, nice grenade there. Fully kitted out, in fact, armor purity and improved medical equipment. I don't think this was the best build. Already has very good energy management from his weapon, so why did he get the improved medical equipment? And the other way around, of course. 333, 430. 2-to-1 cap for red. Again, the stomp from the Sentinel. Hormagaunts have such a tough time dealing with this thing. Almost taking down the Commissar Lord though, who's in retreat now. Can they catch him? They do get a passive melee leap when they have adrenal glands. They might take him down here. One more leap. He's got 20 hit points. Looks like he will get away. Has the flak jacket up. 322, 430. Heavy weapon squad with that heavy bolter are going to get caught here. Guardsmen now have their Commissar and their plasma guns. Up to 12 models. There's a heal from the Apothecary on his Assault Marines. There's double Assault Marines Phantom Land and nothing else. 322, 423. Apothecary almost went down, but lives, was getting hellfire rounds in the face from the stern guard. Devastator Plasma Cannon might have a difficult time being effective now with 2 Assault Marines on the field and a Manticore for lag. There's a strike, but the centre does stay blue. Here it is, heavy artillery piece with huge range and damage potential, but very, very vulnerable to any type of anti-vehicle weapon. Zoanthrope is going to get chased down by the Commissar. He might want to use Inspired Terror, but looks like he's out of energy. Ogren's moving into the Hive Tyrant here. Perhaps he should get the Psychic Scream as well. Ogren's, are they going to lose a model in retreat here? They do lose a model. There's a stomp, but it misses. Manticore is hanging around in vulnerability. It must be 9 seconds because that lasted quite a while, and he's in retreat. 291, 423. 2-1 cap for red still. Termagant's trying to hit power. There is Prickling Poisoning on the Commissar just to annoying even more. He's level 2. Hive Tyrant level 2. Force Commander still level 1, no war gear. Apothecary level 2 fully kitted out. It's putting a lot of pressure as well on Forsaken. And we have some Vanguard veterans on the way, which is why these Assault Marines are immobile. And here we see them. 4 power melee weapons, Thunderhammer, 2 power swords and a Lightning Claw, and this Thunderhammer has a passive 15% chance to knock back, much like the Force Commander's Thunderhammer. He's now going for Artificer. 269, 423, so you have around about, I think it's around about 135 DPS of power melee on a jump squad with heavy armor and 1600 hit points. 269, 422 is a 2-ton cat. Vengeance rounds loaded in for the Stone Guard who get jumped. Shotgun blast in their face, no. And another jump on the Plasma Cannon again. Are the Vanguard veterans gonna engage here? Looks like they are. Short range jump, and now up against 2 Assault Marine squads, but they have all those power weapons, and there's a Merciless Strike. Force Commander alongside should go for the Power Sword, I think. He's going for the Sacred Standard. And those Vanguard veterans absolutely ripping apart those Assault Marines. Wow. Hellfire rounds loaded in, which he should not be using versus heavy armor. Should be using Vengeance. Hive Tyrant looks like he took down the Apothecary. And everyone going tier 3 lag, the last to go, having spent quite a lot of power in tier 2. Some war gear for his Commissar Lord. Ogren's on 90 power, not including their Bonehead Leader, and the Manticore is 100 power. 269, 390. Hive Tyrant has done reasonably well bullying Lag's infantry around. Ogren's here though. And a Carnifex on the way for Adila. Ogren's setting upon that Hive Tyrant, but invulnerability is up, and he turns on them with these 106 or 7 is it, or 8 DPS heavy melee crushing claws. I'm not sure, it's around 100, around 105. Takes down 1 Ogren. There's a Predator tank though. Looks like the Hive Tyrant is going to go down here. Takes down another Ogren. How much are these guys to reinforce? I'm not sure. They didn't lose their Bonehead Leader though. 266, 390. Lag on his way to revive, it looks like. If you use the Aura of Discipline for the Commissar Lord, you can automatically revive allies with the area of effect heal that it gives off, which sometimes robs you of your experience if you were trying to revive normally. Predator tank running away from Hormagaunts, which somehow have done a reasonable amount of damage to the rear armor of this Predator. Termagant's losing models like crazy in melee with 12 guardsmen. Here come double Hormagaunts. There's a Manticore strike. But the Hormagaunts were in retreat, even so lost 4 models. Here's a Carnifex, has the Thornback upgrade, giving it 1875 hit points. And he can spawn Rippers and charge now. Needs to back away though, doesn't want to push this with that Predator tank there getting shots off, I don't think. There is the charge, uses its charge. What is he trying to do? Is he trying to go after the Manticore? This is really, really risky, because Ogren's will do a lot of damage to a Carnifex. There are the Rippers That was a bad call, I think, by Adila, and he might lose this Carnifex now. Predator tank needs to be chasing it, not running away. And the Sentinel now getting crack missiles in. This Carnifex is done for. Huge mistake from Adila. Going to lose this thing very, very quickly, and he did very, very little. 184, 390, down it goes. Here come Vanguard veterans. Not really fancying the fight with Ogryns. 18, 25 hit points at level 1, these guys with their Bonehead leader. 174, 390, there's the double cap for red. Big loss for Adila. They do have a very decent VP lead. Need to deal with this Predator. Forsaken does have a Power Fist up on his Vanguard veterans, but no weapon yet for his Force Commander. Does have that awesome Sacred Standard though. Constant damage buff to all of your nearby allies. 144, 390. Hormagaunts chasing down the Predator, which needs repairs. Manticore is still around. Only level 1 though. Look at the damage these Hormagaunts are doing to this tank. Manticore strike going somewhere after the zone throw, which just about retreats in time. Force Commander runs away. He's level 3. All of his stuff is waiting here as level 1 Stone Guard, level 1 Vanguard. Land Raider Redeemer on the way for Forsaken. Adila is floating a lot of resources, must be waiting for a Swarm Lord. 107, 390 is a 2-to-1 cap. These double Assault Marines for Phantom bleeding a lot. He does have some Vanguard of his own.
So that's 100 points.
Perhaps Forsaken should get the Thunderhammer to really put some pressure on those double jump troops of Phantom. Sentinel trying to cap mid is level 3. Trying to decap mid, I should say, and does so. There's a Manticore strike, takes down a Stone Guard veteran. Scouts did not need to retreat there. And this Sentinel has been snared by the zone throw and goes down. 93, 390, 1-to-1 cap. And Vanguard veterans capping mid now. Red team have a full power farm in the middle of the map. You very rarely see this on Medean. They have 3 full power farms. Well, not anymore. Predator's taken down generators. Plus 76 power income. 93, 390. Here is the Land Raider Redeemer. Basically a mobile base. Allows you to retreat to it, allows you to reinforce, and health regen. 2 Flamestone cannons on the side sponsors, twin linked assault cannon, multi-melter, and frag assault. It's pretty fearsome in close range combat. There is the frag assault, knockback and damage, but here's an orbital bombardment from, I assume, Phantom. Hits the Stone Guard pretty sweetly. What else can he hit? The Apothecary has gone down, has hit the Force Commander, but some of his own assault squad as well. The Land Raider Redeemer does survive just fine. Can now take down some generators, perhaps. 81, 385. It's a 2-to-1 cap for blue, but a Swarm Lord on the field for Adila now. Whirlwind is on the field for Forsaken, needs to get it closer to the middle. 81, 377. Wow, that was the Blade Storm from the Swarm Lord. Ogryns down to just 2 models. Looks like they didn't reinforce their last model. Here's a Bane Blade though from Lag. Super heavy tank, bristling with guns. 3 twin link heavy bolters, 2 las cannons, demolisher cannon, and the mega battle cannon. 81, 365. And this could be vital, but it's going to do a lot of damage to the Swarm Lord, and it's going to pretty handily counter the Land Raider, which needs repairs. Force Commander trying to cap this power. He does have the Thunderhammer up. He's level 4 as well. Apothecary still needs a revive. Manticore pushing forward, as is that Predator, which also needs repairs. But Phantom Land doesn't have... oh, he does have scouts now. Stone Guard veterans with vengeance rounds loaded in are going to try and cap the top VP. Blue team need to take its natural back. And the Hive Tyrant has gone down in base, completely missed that. 81, 343. How are they going to deal with this Bane Blade? I don't think they can. 81, 343. There's the 2-to-1 for red now. Can they hold on? Maybe just kill everything else. Try to avoid the Baneblade. There's an orbital from Forsaken. Very surprising. I thought he was going to try and wait for some Assault Terminators, but has now used all of his red on that. The Whirlwind just about alive here. Vanguard Veterans going after it with the Power Fist. One more hit and down it goes. But can he save them? No, he can't. Land Raider Redeemer taking tons of damage though. You can't get rear armor hits on Land Raiders, but still taking a lot of damage from that main cannon. Now the Vanguard Veterans buffed by the Sacred Standard and Battle Cry should he use it. Going after the Baneblade, doing a decent amount of damage here. Carnifex is up, needs to get the Venom Cannon I think. There's a rocket run. Boom from Lag. Might completely wipe out these Hormagaunts. Look at the losses, good grief. I think that killed all 16 models. 40, 343. That was an Emperor's Wrath, I think, yes. Force Commander is all alone now. Here comes a Carnifex. He is going for the Venom Cannon. Needed to wait for some requisition there, but needs to be careful. Needs to back this thing off. Needs some support because the Predator's there as well. There's a Tyrant formation. Not really what you want for taking down vehicles. That does a reasonable amount of bad damage to them. But this this Carnifex is going down again. Adila not looking after his Carnifexes in this game. 38, 333. Really didn't need to rush there. They have a huge VP lead, and that could be supremely costly. Adila now in a very bad place. Only has this Swarm Lord and this very powerful Hive Tyrant and this Zone Throat, which is level 2. Ogrin is chasing down this Swarm Lord. Risky. Swarm Lord turns to engage, and Lag is going to lose these Ogrins, or is he? I think he is. Yes, caught in retreat by the Hive Tyrant. The Predator is chasing the Swarm Lord though. The Swarm Lord does have vehicle armor and goes down. Adila has lost almost everything, just has a Zone Throat left. That might be it. 38, 310. Just didn't manage his Carnifex as well, which is surprising because he managed everything else pretty damn well. Couldn't really do much about that rocket run hit. Predator is level 3. Vanguard Veterans jump after it. Surely it's going to go down. Bang, down it goes. Baneblade getting shots off. Has a repair bunker up for support. Or does it? Not sure, because now it's just guardsmen that are repairing it. This bunker I don't think has an upgrade yet. 38, 296. Plasma Cannon gets shot in. The best shot it got so far was that friendly fire hit. Apothecary heals himself. That was a big heal. He's level 5. His heal does get more powerful as he levels up, and automatically does 50 more I think to anything that's wearing commander armor. Hive Tyrant now runs away. He has a Lictor, and these guys are awesome. Have a hell of a lot of melee, heavy melee damage. So if you could get in behind that Baneblade, could really help take it down. 38, 251. There's the triple for blue, and you'd think they'd be able to hold on here because Phantom Land has Terminators. Also have this Manticore, which is now level 3. Baneblade, Heavy Weapons Squad, which are inside that bunker. Still doesn't have an upgrade, I don't think. Catachan is now on the way for Lag, and a Doom of Malantite on the way for Adila. 38, 217. Not going to really help take down the Baneblade though. Goes after these Terminators. Does the Force Commander with his Thunderhammer. What level is he? He's level 6. Doing a lot of damage to these Terminators. Terminators have Power Fist though, so they're no slouch in melee. Almost 40 DPS of heavy melee damage each, but he does take down one. All of his attacks going on a single model made sure he took down one of them. There's a heal. Gonna die here though. Forsaken not paying attention, got a bit too excited, taking down a Terminator, but does get away. The Doom of Malantine now on the field. Area of effect, damage over time, specialist. Again, a lot of changes in the next update. Generally considered as a bit too overpowered in Beta 9, so it's often not allowed, but looks like it's allowed here. Cataclysm, there we go. Knockback damage over time on those Catachans. And they lose a model to the Hive Tyrant. What is this?
Sir, we're losing a big
There is the Psychic Storm from the Doom of Melantai, and Assault Terminators called in by Forsaken. They need to go after this Manticore and this Baneblade. 38138, I think, could have done with these Assault Terminators a lot earlier instead of that nuke. 38131, it's a single cap for blue. Can they hold on? Forsaken a bit static up here, needs to move towards mid and try and cap it or put some kind of pressure on it. Lightning Claw Terminators, what is he doing? He needed the Thunderhammers to go after this Baneblade. That is a terrible mistake. The Manticore has gone down, 37-130. Really have absolutely no idea why he went for the Lightning Claws. Ogrins are not even around anymore, unless it's to hard counter these Terminators. 24-130, there's the double cap for red now. Tyrant formation on the central VP. Knocks the Apothecary around, but he will be able to get up and try and cap it. Doom of Melantai is here. There's the Cataclysm. Boom. 12-130. And there is Spirit Leech on the Apothecary, draining his energy. Shield goes up. Needs to run away. Needs to put down the Psychic Storm, which does a hell of a lot of damage to Terminators. Lictor now jumping in. Needs to be careful though. 8-130. There's the 2-1 for blue. Gene Stealer's now on the field for Adila, and they're getting their Rending Claws, but they need melee Synapse to be really effective. Just can't afford warriors right now. 8-122. Terminators will shoot up all of those capillary towers from the Tyrant formation. And I said it before, but I think blue team have this. I really cannot understand why Forsaken got Lightning Claws on these guys. Yeah, he's going to rip apart Phantom Land's infantry, but the Hive Tyrant and the Lictor Alpha and the Doom of Melantai could have done that. They need something to put pressure on the Baneblade. Here come Gene Stealers to do just that. They do not have their melee Synapse though, so only 10-50 hit points of infantry armor, which is not going to last long. Hive Tyrant closes into the Baneblade. Needs to use his invulnerability soon. The Commissar Lord himself has the Power Fist, while Gene Stealers can actually blast it to smithereens there. Here come Phantom Land's Terminators. Forsaken is pushing mid, finally needs to cap it with something. His Stern Guard get jumped using their Kraken Bolts, and they're going to be in huge amounts of trouble. I don't think Forsaken has realised now he has 8-64. He's still not decapping mid, now the Force Commander is. Adila did decap that VP but lost his Lictor. Doom of Melantai back at base, healing up, cannot regenerate energy of course, needs to use Spirit Leech or Absorb Life to do so. There's the Demolisher Cannon knocking the Force Commander around, but he's still decapping and now capping. 8-53. More Gene Stealers for Adila. Lag going for some Kasrikin. Double Devastators for Phantom Land. Trying to deal with this Land Raider. What are the Terminators doing? Are they going top? Phantom Land takes it. 8-31, there's the double. Adila with one final push. Has Gene Stealers, double Gene Stealers with Rending Claws now. 8-17. Triple, can the Gene Stealers decap? Gonna be a 2-1 Hive Tyrant now, putting up invulnerability slightly too early. Is gonna try and decap mid, but there is the game for blue team. 8-0 with a double at the end. Wow, red team were doing so well, but then Adila lost those two Carnifexes, and Forsaken didn't get his Terminators quickly enough, and then did the puzzling thing of giving them Lightning Claws. Red team just did not deal with the Baneblade at all. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you next time.